Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to all you lovely people on live Zoom Interactive, and welcome to those on demand. Let's take a moment of self-appreciation for rocking up for ourselves with a wonderful deep breath in. And then straight in with our pat downs as we prime our mind and body together in this present moment. So taking your time, patting all over, nice deep breaths. Breathing into it. Let's not forget those kidneys. Give them a little patting through the back there. Let's get that blood flow up. Fantastic. And then we take it to the next level with some drumming. So let's get nice and firm. Let's get the blood flow up, oxygen around the body. And again, it's a moment to connect with all your muscles. Really take a moment to appreciate how amazing the body is. Let's not forget those glutes. Big muscle group there, pretty lazy. So we need to get that blood flow up around there. Fantastic. And then we come to our forearms. And again, always just noting, what a great job those arms are doing, picking up and putting things down. And those biceps. And the triceps, breathing into it. Same on the other side. And then we go for those traps. So again, aiming to get the elbows back as far as we can. Remember, we can do them singular as well. But we want to give them a good pummeling. We carry a lot of tension and stress here. And of course, they are doing a spectacular job of holding up that head, which is like a 10-pin bowling ball. So good pummeling here. And then we come around to our gut, our second brain. Little reminder that it's to be mindful of our self-talk. And again, just noting if it's a little bit tender, a little bit bloated. And make sure you're changing direction. So again, getting that blood flow up around those precious organs. And then slowly coming up the chest. As we come to the acupuncture points there, just below the clavicle, the wishbone, on that pad of muscle there, those wonderful pectoral muscles. Breathing into it. And the same on the other side. A reminder that in Qigong, this is an immune booster. So I'll definitely take that today. Breathing into it. And then we have our mad 10 seconds. So let's go. Let's get those calf pumps in. Get that oxygen up around the body. And also protecting those knees. Get the synovial fluid pumped up with that oxygen, blood flow. Remember that synovial fluid prevents bone on bone. And then as hard as you can. And then stand there and just feel that amazing feeling in the body, tingling all over, the body alive and excited by life, a change of state and a lift of vibration. Welcome, 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 everyone. So let's grab something for those halos. So I'm just going to go for a pad today. So again, let's focus on getting that forward and backward walking in. Always good for our spatial awareness. Again, it's about rewiring the brain. Oh, morning, Philip. So let's wrap it around, taking our time, going all the way around the back as slow as you can so that you can know if there's any tightness, any impingements there. Let's go for 4. Fantastic. 3, 2, and a full 1. And down on the chest. and then the same in the other direction, and really start connecting with that warrior corset. Just know as the rib cage comes up, we clench and tighten that warrior corset, that torso of muscle wrapping around the body. So nice and slowly for 4 and for 3, 2 and for 1. Let's take it over our heads. So hinging and then shoulder retractions right there, dropping them back into their pocket. So standing strong into those legs, lifting out of that waist, using those glutes for that tabletop support. So driving it through the legs, 4, making sure you're squeezing through the shoulder blades, and for 2 and for 1, holding it at the top. Let's take that into a wood chopper. So again, just taking it out to the side and really standing into the legs, and now push off that back toe, get that swing through for 4 and for 3, lifting out of the waist, pulling in that core, standing into that supporting glute, and for 1, holding it at the top, and then over to the other side. Same again. Keep both heels down for 4. Good. Lifting out of the waist. 2 and 1. And then push off that back heel, standing into that supporting glute. 4 and for 3, 2 and for 1. Fantastic. And rest that down. Let's take our FBA. So sky hooks to the ceiling, lengthen that neck, lengthen the spine, spread the weight between the big toe and the little toe, and press your heels into the ground. Start clenching, tightening all the muscles as you pull up that wetsuit of muscles, and then drop the shoulder blades back into their pocket. As we embrace that warrior corset, press the chest out, squeeze through the back. And again, standing strong, let's take 3 breaths from the belly. Breath in, big sigh out. 2 to go. Breath in. 1 more. Breath in from the belly. Fabulous. And then we take our FBA. So we're standing super strong in our power pose. So we're squeezing through the shoulder blades, clenching, squeezing all the muscles of the arms, squeeze the chest, the warrior corset, tightening your thighs, clenching everything super tight to the bone, and hold for 5, 4, really squeezing, 3, 2, and for 1, and give that a little shake out. Fantastic. So let's go straight in with our hips. So we're going to stand in our FBA and take the leg out to the side. So we'll just do some basic ones first. So lift up and land the foot and stand strong in between. Really driving that knee across. And for 3, 2, and for 1. And now we're going to add the side lunge. So up, toe tap, side lunge. Stand strong. Open up, toe tap, side lunge, stand strong. Open up, toe tap, side lunge, stand strong. Open up, toe tap, side lunge, stand strong. So let's go for some hip circles. We're going to do a little bit of hip work today. So we want to make sure that everything is nice and loose there. So remember to squeeze the glutes as you drive those hips forward, and really try and go as wide as you can for 3, 2, and for 1, and then change directions. And again, just know if there's a slight tightness there, let's drive those hips forward, squeezing the glutes for 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Holding on to something, let's do some figure 8. So standing strong in your FBA, take the knee out to the side and back. taking your time as you go, really taking the leg out as wide as you can and driving it back as far as you can. So let's go for 4, breathing into it, 3, 2, and for 1. Fantastic. And the same on the other leg, opening up, take it behind. And again, just know if one side's a little bit tighter than the other, just bring in awareness to how the body is feeling. Let's go 4, and for 3, 2, and for 1. Fantastic. So now we're going to grab our mats and we'll start with some swivels. So I'm just going to dip the camera a little bit so you get a good view there. So appreciate if you do the same. Fantastic. So crossing your legs to sit down. And then we're just going to take the legs a little bit wide. So we're going to sit up, place our hands behind, and make sure we have that shoulder retraction. And we're literally just going to swivel in and then change legs. So we'll do several of these, just taking your time. And don't worry if you can't get that knee all the way down. It just shows that there's some tightness through the hips. So sitting as upright as possible. Lovely. Really engaging through the upper back. And for 2, and for 1. So the leg that's down, still staying upright. We're going to literally lift and lower it in. Lift and lower it in. So each time we're challenging that hip and lower it in. Let's go for 4. Just taking your time. And for 3. Good. So making sure you're sitting upright and in that warrior corset. Last one. And drop it in and hold it here. And then gently bring it up. So sitting upright, we're going to do the same on the other side. So let's swivel over and then open up and drop it in. Lovely. Open up and drop it in. So taking your time, keeping that shoulder retraction, your warrior corset supporting you. And for 3. Lovely. 2. And for 1, drop it in and hold. Fantastic. And now both legs up. So now you have the option. You can still stay with the hands behind you. Otherwise, you sit up and we're going to take it into that Greek style dance. So we're just going from one side to the other. Lovely. So again, remember to push the chest forward as you come up. And again, taking your time. Let's go 6. You might find you start traveling. I'm definitely traveling there. Keep the chest up. And for 5. Remember, you can always use the hands behind you just to support you. We all have to start somewhere. Let's go 4. And for 3. Excellent. 2. And for 1. So we're going to pause in that 1. I'll turn to face you. So here, if you find that you're sort of leaning over, you can always prop the cushion under the front leg's glute. So just to give you a little bit of a lift there to sit upright. So we're going to line that front ankle and knee up. We're going to place our hand on the ankle, place our hand on the knee, and lead by the sternum, the belly button towards the midline of the shin. Breath in, lift the chest, and lean in and hold. So we're literally pushing down on the ankle and pushing down on that knee. And we're leading by that chest, just leading into it. And then from here, we're just going to walk forward and we're going to pause here. So again, everybody's range is going to be different here. So let's just focus on that breath out as we send those signals, not just to the muscles, but the tendons and ligaments. Remember, their job is to protect the joints. So we need to sit with it so it allows them to just ease off that tension. and just breathe into it. Good, let's walk those hands in and then slowly walk those hands all the way around that front leg, as far around as you can. Remember to lead by the chest, keep the shoulder blades back and down, and just breathe into it. And then all the way back to the front. Hand on knee, this time hand on the sole of the foot. And what we're going to do is we're going to push down on the knee, and we're going to push the hand against the foot and push the foot hard against the hand. So creating some tension there. So take a breath in, exhale, keep the knee down, push the foot towards the hand and the hand towards the foot as hard as you can, and hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then walk forward again. Just breathing into it. We're just going to take our time holding these positions. Good, let's walk the hands back in, hand on knee, hand on ankle. We're going to lift the back foot to the best of our ability and rest it down. So we're keeping the knee on the ground and we're just lifting the foot, and you're going to feel that really deep in that hip joint, and lower it down. 2 more. Lift and lower. Lift and hold. And this time, if you got it, lift the knee off the floor. Don't worry if you can't. It's definitely, progress. It's just challenging. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. Walk the hands out. You might find a bit of cramping there. I definitely did that moment. And we're just going to pause here. So just breathing into it. And then slowly coming all the way back up. We're going back to our swivels. So sitting upright. So again, Greek style dance, or just supporting yourself behind. So let's drop both knees in. Change to the other side. Remember to push the chest forward as you drive that knee down. Other side, lift the chest. And you may find one side a little bit easier than the other. To the other side. So we're going to do 2 more. Rock to the other side, press the chest forward. And then we're going to hold it this way. So I'm going to stay sideways on again so you can see. So again, if you feel like you're leaning, put the cushion under that front knee's glute. Take it behind, and just a little bit to give you a little bit of upright. So hand on knee, hand on ankle, lead by the sternum towards the midline of the shin, pressing down on the knee and pressing down on the ankle, and just breathe into it. Good, let's walk those hands out. And again, pause here, just breathing into it. Good, let's slowly walk those hands back in. And then you're going to walk those hands around that front knee as far around as you can. Lovely, again, just focusing on the breath out. And then all the way back around, and then walk those hands out again, and just pause here. Good, let's walk those hands in. So again, we're still sitting as upright as we can, hand on knee and hand on the sole of the foot. And remember, you're going to push the hand to the foot and you're going to push the foot towards the hand. So leading by the chest, leaning into it, make sure you're pressing down on that knee. Take a breath in. Exhale, push the hand and the foot towards each other as intensely as you can and hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk the hands forward. And all these movements that we're doing for the hips, these really do impact our squats and our lunges. And again, we get this tightness around those hips, and it's only when we do things like this that we actually recognize that those tightnesses are there. So just breathe into it. Good. Let's walk those hands in, hand on knee, hand on ankle. We're going to go for lifting the back foot and rest it down. Lift the back foot and rest it down. 2 more. Lift the back foot, rest it down. Last one, lift and hold. And now we're going to attempt to lift the knee off the ground and hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it down and then walk forward. And we're going to pause here. Just breathing into it. Good. And then slowly walk those hands in. Fabulous. Let's give those legs a little shake out. And then we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. So I'll do it sideways so you can see first of all. So chest up, support yourself behind, and then shuffle your pelvis in towards those ankles, and then shuffle back out. So lift in, press the knees out, keep the chest up, and shuffle out. 2 to go. Shuffle in, keep driving those knees out, and then shuffle back. 1 more, shuffle in, hold, and then shuffle back. So now we're just going to sit as upright as we can. We're going to place our elbows on the inside of the thighs. We're going to lead by that chest. Take a breath in, lift the chest, and press down on those knees and lean into it as far forward as you can. That is a big stretch into those adductors and around the groin. So keep pressing the knees out. And then release it. Hands behind. We're going to do 4 more shuffles. So warrior on, engage through the upper back. Shuffle in, press the knees out. Shuffle back. Shuffle in, press the knees out. Keep driving those knees out. Shuffle back. 2 more. Shuffle in, each time challenging that shuffle in, getting as close to those heels as you can. And shuffle out. Shuffle in and hold. And shuffle out. Give them a little shake out. Lovely. All right, let's bring them back in. So this time, we're going to press down on those inner thighs, but at the same time, press up. So you're driving them out and you're pressing up at the same time. Again, creating that tension. So warrior on, chest is up, elbows on the inside of those thighs in 3, 2, 1. So push down and push up at the same time. Really create that tension there. Let's keep squeezing, breathing into it, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just give them a little butterfly there. Lovely. We're going to do that 1 more time. So elbows on the inside of the thighs, lead by that chest. Take a breath in. Exhale, press the elbows down, and at the same time, press up, create that tension and hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just butterfly. Fantastic. And then take the legs astride. So now we're going to place our hands behind us and we're going to lift the pelvis back as far as we can. So I've gone from just there to driving the hips back. Okay, so from here, taking the legs as wide as we can. Nice straight back, arms up, breath in, Exhale, forward fold. And remember, everybody's going to be different here. And then we're just going to pause here. So you're going to feel that really immense stretch through the groin there. So just breathe into it. We're just going to relax here. Again, just sending the signals to the tendons and ligaments that you're not going to do anything crazy, and that will give them a moment to release that tension. As you feel it dissipate, lean into it a little bit more. Let's focus on that breath out. If it dissipates a bit more, lean into it and just pause here. So again, you make sure you're pushing those hips back. Good. Let's walk those hands back in and then shake those legs out. So we're just going to go back to our butterfly because I want you to see if you can feel any release around there. So hands behind you, shuffle in. Remember to lead by the chest. Make sure you got that shoulder retraction on and shuffle back. 3 to go. Shuffle in. Keep pressing those knees out. And shuffle back. 2 more. Shuffle in. Shuffle out. 1 more. Shuffle in. Keep driving the knees out. And then shuffle back. Elbows on thighs. Warrior on. Take a breath in. Lead by the sternum. Lift the chest. Press down on those knees and just lean into it. Just focus on the breath out. Good. And then shuffle back. Fabulous. Okay, so we're going to come around into tabletop, and then we're going to bring that one leg forward into that lunge. So from here, let me do it with the other leg so you can see it a bit better. So I want you to walk that front leg out as far as you can, because at the moment you're sitting on that patella. So you want to lean into it, and then you can use your band for this if you need it, and then bring the foot up towards the bottom. So take a breath in, exhale, squeeze the glute as you drive that hip forward, and you'll feel a big stretch around those quads. Make sure you're squeezing that glute. Yes, really important to make sure that knee is comfortable. Okay, remember we can always use the band around that ankle. Take your time. It's just showing us how tight those quads are and why we need to do these mobility stretches. So when you've got your foot up as close as you can, remember to squeeze the glute and press the hip forward. Lovely. Just take your time. And just keep leaning into it. As it eases off, remember that's a big stretch for those quads. Good. So Chrissy, walk your front leg forward a bit more. That's it. So you can lunge into it. Yes. And then take your time, bring that foot up. Excellent. And just breathe into it. Good. So you get another opportunity to do that. So we're going to change legs, and then we'll do them both again on either side. So important to get that front leg forward as far as you can, and then lunge into that, and then slowly bring that foot up towards the bottom. Good. And again, you know, you'll feel the muscles tighten because obviously that's their job. And then the more we stay in that position, take your time. Good. Let's squeeze that glute as you press the hip forward. Good. Now lean into that front leg a little bit more. Excellent. So then you can really feel that stretch through the quad. And just breathe into it. Good. And now we're going to change legs again. So change legs, make sure that knee is comfortable, bring that other leg forward, and then just pause in that lunging position. So you give that hip a good little stretch there. So lean into it a little bit more. And then gently picking up the foot. Remember, you can always use your leggings or a band to assist you there. Take a breath in, let's squeeze the glute. Just breathing into it. And then gently rest that down. We're going to change legs. Last time. Walk that leg as far forward as you can, lunging into it. Good. So pushing that hip forward, very nice. And then slowly bringing that foot up. Take a breath in. Let's squeeze the glutes as you press that hip forward. And you can really feel that lovely deep stretch into those quads. Just breathing into it. Fantastic. And then release it. Okay, so we are ready for joy up the wall. That went very quickly. So let's choose our position. So remember, you want that cushion. The cushion is really important to get your bottom on it so that you are giving some relief to that lower back. So you might have to prop yourself against the tree there. So we do joy up the wall for 10 minutes, and then we do a 10-minute meditation followed by a little bit of journaling. So joy up the wall. If you don't want to do joy up the wall, you can just lie down like that, resting, relaxing. Don't have to have the legs up the wall if you're not in a position to be able to do that. Let me just grab a quick drink. Okay, so remember with joy up the wall, you need to get as close to the wall as you can. It's not attractive trying to get in and out of this position, but gradually mastering it. So shuffling the bottom as close to the wall as I can, and then legs up the wall. As I said, you don't have to do this. You can just lie down on the ground, take this moment to relax. Let's work on calming that nervous system down. So I'll set the timer. So as you can see, my bottom is touching the wall and I've got the cushion underneath there to protect and support my lower back. Arms out to the side or gently resting on your abdomen. Enjoy this time and I will keep track of the time. So let's begin. On your next breath out, just gently wriggling your fingers and toes, bringing awareness back to the room. And very slowly sliding the legs down the wall, and then gently just resting here on your side, just allowing the body's blood flow to recirculate. Just breathing into it. And then very slowly place your hand on the floor, engage that tricep, back of the shoulders, remember, and then slowly coming around. We've got 10 minutes of just sitting with ourselves, just taking your time. And if you wish to just continue to lie down, please feel free. So if you're joining me for this, I'm just going to get another cushion. It's just good to get the hips a little bit higher, so it keeps that spine nice and comfortable there. So again, we're going to do a little 10 minutes here. So sitting upright. Again, remember you can sit with the legs astride. You can sit in a chair, whatever works for you. So lengthening that neck, lengthening that spine, embracing that warrior corset. Give those arms a little shake out, and then just gently rest them on the thighs. Find a focus point about 3 feet away. Just gently lower the eyes and just really focus on the breath out. The mind will naturally wander, but as it does, just gently nudge it back to the breath. And let's begin. Your next breath out, just gently wriggle your fingers and toes as you bring awareness back to the room. And if you'd like to join me for a little 5-minute journaling, remember, if you're never sure about what to write, just write down 3 things you are truly grateful and thankful for. And in your own time, finishing up. That always feels so good. So if you're sitting on 2 cushions, let's do a sit to stand. 2 cushions does make all the difference. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a wonderful session. Let's do our affirmations. So let's take a nice deep breath in for our self-love hugs, a moment of appreciation for our lives, extra hug for our future selves. And our affirmation, we say it 3 times. I am, through exercise, feeling good about myself. I am, through exercise, feeling good about myself. With a dance, I am, through exercise, feeling good about myself. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day, morning, noon, or night, wherever you are. Take care, lots of love, and I'll see you in the next class. Thank you. Bye-bye.